very passionate about making nuclear power a viable power source, and so it's great to participate in the process. As much as anything, what's rewarding to me is that I get to interface with nuclear power experts from around the world. My name's Dale Matthews, and I am currently the chair of the BPV3 Standards Committee. Shared experiences are a big part of what we do. We start by reaching out to our stakeholders to see what their needs are, and that's kind of the genesis for most of the code activities that we're working on. So once we get a need from our stakeholders, we'll bring it to a working group. The working group will generally formulate the rules, get them out as a draft. The working group will approve the rules, and then it moves up the chain to subgroups and eventually standards committee. So that's the basic process. It's not always a linear progression. We'll go through that cycle a few times before the item is ultimately approved and published. One of the big initiatives we have right now is developing rules for fusion energy devices. And that's a joint effort with the Japan Society of Mechanical Engineers. One of the things that industry struggled with in the past is designs were very code rule specific or centered around specific code rules. Our vision going forward is that you can have one fusion energy device design that could be built in lots of jurisdictions because it already meets several harmonized codes. When I tell people I go to ASME code meetings, they're not kind of knowledgeable in ASME standards. The first question is, well, what do you do there? And the best answer I can give is to tell them that we bring together the best and brightest resources from around the world to develop safety codes and safety standards that assure we can deliver economical nuclear power plants that also meet appropriate safety standards. We work to protect the public and the environment by applying engineering principles to maintain the safety of the nuclear power plants. So there's actually several benefits. One of them is great professional exposure, but probably more so than that, being a part of ASME gives me a lot of international influence on the direction of the nuclear industry. The ASME codes and standards are used worldwide, and so it's not just things going on in the United States. You know, there's a lot of plants that are planned for construction in Europe and Asia and other parts of the world, and that gives me significant influence over how those plants get designed and constructed and operate safely. So that's something I take a lot of pride in.